The Panasonic 12-35 f2.8 Mark II is the lens I have had for the longest out of all the lenses in my gear. Approximately 4 years and a half to be exact, paired with the trusty GH5. We've created paid projects together, passion projects, and even had a few romantic times. But today, I'm selling it. Why, you may ask, and if you're thinking, I really don't care, I'm gonna be putting a bunch of B-roll over top while I talk about it, so maybe you'll stick with me. So the Panasonic GX 12-35 f2.8 Mark II has some really great things about it, but there were also some things that were just meh. First, the pros. This lens is extremely lightweight, coming in at about 305 grams or 0.67 pounds. Because my old gimbal started to become more and more trash as I used it, this lens really helped out, paired with the GH5, to make it a lightweight setup. It also is a really convenient focal length, being a 24-70 full frame equivalent, and it is a constant 2.8 aperture, which on a Micro Four Thirds is really not as wide as I would have liked, but you're able to obtain a shallow depth of field by using the longer focal lengths. It is also weather resistant, which came in handy, so dust proof, splash proof, freeze proof, and another huge selling point is the fact that this lens has OIS or optical image stabilization built into it. So paired with the GH5, it pretty much made my rig like a gimbal itself. I enjoyed the flares I got from this lens. The bokeh was fairly smooth, a little contrasty, but it was okay overall. The colors were also satisfactory, and the focus ring actually pulled pretty nicely. Being that it's a focus by wire, I was a little surprised. Still not fantastic, but not bad for focus by wire. There weren't many negative things about this lens in my opinion. The big one though was that the image just came out a little bit too sharp, and I know a lot of people felt this way that have used the lens and had the lens. Even with sharpness turned down in camera, there's like a distinct digital look about it. I think this was slightly mitigated if I shot in a log profile like Vlog, but nevertheless it was just still a little bit too sharp for my taste. The other negative, which I mentioned before, is being that it is an f2.8, it just isn't a fast enough lens on a Micro Four Thirds sensor, especially shooting indoors with a camera like the GH5. When outside, it was fine, but there were times when I wanted a shallower depth of field, and so I would turn to other lenses and set this one aside. So why am I selling this lens? Why am I giving it away? Partly because I got a new A camera, and I already have the Sigma Art 18-35, which is overlapping focal lengths already. I know I use them in different scenarios, but because the GH5 isn't my main camera anymore, there is no point in keeping this Panasonic lens. Do I regret buying this lens? Definitely not. Although I think I use the Sigma most of the time, this lens really came in handy. I'll link some of the films I created with this lens down in the description below if you're curious to see more from it. If you stayed this long in the video, do me a solid and press the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you want to see more gear reviews, tutorials, and tips, and I will see you guys next week. Have a great day.